Hello, wonderful people. Happy New Year. So I thought I would do a little video, first of all, to remind you I exist, and also just to wish you a Happy New Year and just to talk a little bit about training going to happen for this year and the benefits of online training. Okay, so obviously everyone's had to adjust. I think if I said to you a year ago, I'm doing loads of online training this year, you'd be like, really? Not really feeling that. But hopefully this year we're all a bit more adaptable to have stuff online now. And we've become quite good at it, I'd say. So I'll admit I still prefer face-to-face. In fact, I kind of like a mix, actually. That's what I would recommend to anyone. But it's about what works for you, isn't it, at the end of the day? I am definitely missing people, but I have had to adapt like everyone else. So benefits then include, and one thing I do really love, and I've managed to do quite a bit of, is to train people around the world. Okay, so it's not just specific to Hampshire where I live, it is worldwide, and I have done some fabulous work for Microsoft with their Asia teams and their America teams. So how cool is that? Also thinking about where it doesn't have to just happen at work. It can happen at home. It can also, and this was really great for me last year when I did a session with some young people, is it happened on my phone. Okay, who'd think that you could run a session from your phone? So obviously most of us need a computer or tablet or laptop. But actually, we've learned also that we can do stuff from either learning from our phone or teaching. And I have had to do both. So that's been pretty cool with being able to adapt. Also, thinking about how many people can come on training now. I have done, I think my maximum is about 500. I never would normally dream of doing something like that. But, maybe I will now in future do that face to face as well. Why not? The world is our oyster, isn't it? The only limitations are in our heads. So have been able to do it for hundreds of people, depending on obviously how interactive you want it. I've definitely upskilled myself now to make sure that training is still interactive. I think that was the worry that I personally had when I started doing online training, was I wouldn't be able to put my personality behind it and create lots of interaction and fun. I'm glad to say now that I've crafted it, and I think I'm doing quite a good job. So also great about online is we don't have to travel unless you're traveling to work, but you haven't got to travel to your training place, which is great. I don't have to travel either. Brilliant. Not that I mind, but also it saves on me getting lost, which tends to happen quite a bit, stuck in traffic, which I think we could all resonate with that, and the room hire costs, refreshment costs, all adds up, doesn't it? So, and also it saves the environment as well, so there's another win. So there's quite a lot, I think, to say that we've got some benefits here, and I'm just trying to think of more. One more that I like, and there's probably loads more, but I'm just trying to think of stuff that I think would be important to you, is it can be recorded. So recorded for training purposes, as in like trying to remind us later on, or for sometimes staff can't make it and you can go, well, actually, go and watch it by the end of the week at your own convenience. And that's cool as well. So online virtual learning, the market is booming. Get involved. It's doing what works for you though. Personally, I prefer a mix of face-to-face and online. Personally, I think short, sharp bursts of online is great. I wouldn't ever recommend a whole day. You could be the funnest, liveliest, most interesting person, but having a whole day training online is pretty tough, okay? So you could split it into 2 half days, for example. So hopefully I've given you a little bit of food for thought there. I have updated all my training, as I always do around Christmas, to reflect the rest of the year. I'm now taking bookings for that. And I hope that, you book me and maybe recommend me to someone, because now it doesn't have to be just to someone local. It could be worldwide, literally. So I thought I'd jump on and say hello. Happy New Year. I hope that 2021 is a good one for all of us. Thanks for listening.